All right, what is up, everybody? I'm here today. We're going to break down some of CES's at bats. He's been off to a really slow start. I wanted to pull up some video and just see what's going on with CES. I think it has a lot to do with he's swinging at pitches that um, pitcher pitches, I guess you want to say, pitches that is a lot harder for him to handle as opposed to shrinking the zone and just swinging at pitches that he can do damage with. So I want to pull up some videos. We'll watch some videos together, and we'll see sort of what happens and sort of see what we can see. But just wanted to go through some of his at bats and see what we can see because for CES, for this Reds team, we need CS to be a big part of this team going forward. He needs to do damage in the middle of the lineup, and he's not doing that now. Now nobody is. It's not fair to just single out CES, but I was really interested to see really with him in particular why he may be struggling. So um, let's pull up a couple videos here.
And he executes when he's going well.
Chop to third. Nice pick by Lipscomb. Second one done. Chop
when he's going well.
All right, so right there we have a pretty much a middle pitch. He hit it hard, I guess, but he kind of just mashed it right into the ground. Those are the pitches you expect a guy like CS to kind of do damage with. You have a 2-1 count, you have a hitter's count. That right there is kind of what you expect him to do damage with that pitch, and he just kind of pounds it into the ground. And hits it into a double play. Those are big swings in baseball games, and those are things that we just need guys like CS to step it up with and find a way to do damage with those pitches. And that's where the struggle's been a little bit this year. So Edwin Diaz, obviously a tough pitcher. What I want to focus on here, it's a 0-0 count. So I think this is where CS gets himself in trouble a little bit. Is it's a 0-0 count. You need to be selective here. If it's not a great pitch, there's no reason to just swing. But I think CES, he just wants to hit, and he swings at pitches early in the count. Again, you're down 3-1 here. Guys on base, nobody out. Like this is where you need to be patient. You get a pitch to hit, and you'll see what CES does here. Again, that pitch is out of the zone. It's a ball, and he's chasing. You can see that's just not a good swing. He just chases at a ball out of the zone. And what happens?
Broken back, round ball up the middle.
Again,
could be two. Safe at second.
Double play. I think they called him safe at second, but you get the point. I mean, that's just not a good pitch. That's a 0-0 count, and you're swinging. You're just giving the pitcher an out instead of making him work.
Encarnacion-Strand, broken back, round
not
ball.
going to get it done. All right, let's see what we got here. CS once again. Miller on the mound for the Mariners, really good.
No walks, 2 strikes.
1-0 count.
Right up the middle. Polanco smothers it, saves a run, throws over. Yeah!
Pretty good. I mean, again, he just kind of smacks it into the ground. That's a really good. That's a good pitch to do damage with. Once again, 89 mile per hour. He just kind of is pounding it into the ground a little bit. That's a heck of a play. I mean, you can't be mad at him for not getting a hit there. Really good play. But again, just another pitch that you think that he can do some damage with. Middle, it's middle away. You'd love to see him drive that in the opposite field gap, but just not doing it right now.
Jay's eyes. Dribbler.
All right, once again, you got a full count here, so you're kind of on the defense again. You're kind of on the defensive here. Not really sure what they're going to throw you. So you can understand this one a little bit. I'd say it's not a hitter's count, but again, you have Turnbull for the Phillies up there, and that's right there. Once again, that is right there. I mean, it's right there, and he just kind of hits a dribbler way out in front of it. Not going to get it done. All right, same series, same pitcher. What do we got here?
Hard ground ball to third.
Again, very hittable pitch there. I mean, inner middle fastball. I mean, those are pitches that CES just usually does damage with and should do damage with. He hit that one hard, I'll give him that, but he just pounds it in the ground, just pounds it in the ground. So these are just things, you know, and again, baseball's hard. Like you could pull up pitches all day that, you know, the guys will do this stuff with, but these are just examples of hittable pitches that he's just not really hitting right now. And again, this is 2-1, guy on third. You get a pitch to hit, and you just don't drive the guy in. And I'm a huge CS fan. I think he'll bounce back, but I'm just showing some examples of things that aren't quite going his way, and he's just not good enough right now at the moment. All right, here we go against Michael Lorenzen.
The Mets is close. The gray. Have you seen the helmets they put out there?
Yeah, with the 3D Queensboro Bridge on it as Corey Seager throws.
This one, just not it. You know, it's an 0-1 count. Again, it's still early in the count. There's no reason to swing at everything. No reason to swing at everything. And you're just giving the team an out here. Lorenzen tosses up a slider or cutter of some sort. And you just chase. You're going to roll over a ground ball, and that's the easiest out you'll ever see. And those are just things you want to try to avoid. Like it's an 0-1 count. You don't have to press. And you just nothing. Just uncompetitive at bat, easy out.
Weekly taps. Cano gathers off balance.
Again, this is another one that drives me crazy, right? You got a guy on third. This pitch was pretty I mean, it's starting towards the upper part of the zone and coming at you, but you have to know he has that pitch. Like it's a 1-0 count. You should only be, you know, looking for something to really drive here. And again, you're swinging at a pitcher's pitch instead of a 2-0 count with a guy on third. You know, you just give them an easy out. Just frustrating things like that I think is what is really hurting this team right now. You shouldn't swing at that pitch with a 1-0 count. And I know it's easier said than done. It's not easy to see these pitches are going to be strikes or balls, but these are major league players, and this is the reason why, you know, they're paid the big bucks and what we rely on those guys for. So just again, not hating on CS, just showing some examples of why he is struggling.
But it's been the location of his pitches.
You can hear Barry talking about the location of the pitches, and that's why Irvin's pitching so well. I mean, that is a hanging breaking ball if I've ever seen one. That thing should be hit to the river. He just misses it, you know, just misses it. He's just missing it right now. And that's all it is. You know, sometimes guys are just missing it, and they're not in a groove right now. So it's simply, I mean, again, that is a hanging breaking ball. Bam. And he just gets under it.
Been the location of his
yesterday. Slowly rolled to Mateo.
Again, this is where I think CES is struggling most. I really do think he's struggling here.
Extension Gunnar Henderson.
You gotta, it's the first pitch of the at bat. Creamer tosses a slider up there. That should not be your swing. Look where that ball is. That should not be your swing on the first pitch of at bat. That just tells me you're pressing. You're getting up there and you're scared to get behind in the count. And you're just swinging. And I think right after this at bat was when Barry Larkin started, you know, saying the guys need to have a better approach. And he's not wrong. I mean, yeah, you want to be aggressive early in the count because you can get some good pitches to hit. But if pitchers know you're just going to swing at that early in the count, there's no reason for them to throw you a strike. I mean, this ball never even really started out as a strike. And look at where that thing ends up. I mean, that's a two strike swing if I've ever seen one. To ground out, you know, on an 0-1 count, just tough. It's just tough. So again, listen, huge Reds fan. I love CES. I think they're going to bounce back. But these are just things that, you know, guys like CES who are hitting in the middle of the lineup right now are really struggling with. And I think CES has to be more patient. I think he has to draw some walks, sit there and wait for your pitch. I think the reason he's missing some of those hittable pitches right now is he's just pressing. He's pressing. And a lot of it is because he's pressing because he's swinging at the bad pitches. So then when he gets a pitch to hit, he's not in a groove. You just got to wait for pitches to hit. Baseball's a hard sport. You're not going to get them all the time. But when you do get them, you have to be able to do damage with them. And we'll see. I mean, CES is young. He's learning. It's hard to learn in the major leagues and get better in the major leagues, but I think he will. And Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll try to do more breakdowns like this in the future. If you watch this video, be sure to subscribe. Appreciate it. Go Reds.